Hey guys, today we're going to do a video on using percentages to calculate depreciation of value. So the situation is a $24,000 car depreciates in value at a rate of 6% per year, every year, okay? So we want to find the value after 1 year and then after 3 years, okay? So for the first part, if it's depreciating in value at 6%, then that means that it's going to go down from 100% of its original value by 6%. And so it'll retain 94% of its value, okay? So if we want to find its value after 1 year, after it's gone down by 6%, we can simply look for 94% of its original value, okay? And whenever we want the percent of a number, we convert the percentage to a decimal. 94% becomes 0.94. The word of always implies multiplication, and so we'll multiply through by $24,000, and we'll find a value of $22,560. Okay? Now that's part A. Now with one after 3 years, after 3 years we have to be a little bit more careful because we can't simply think of subtracting 6% 3 times, because it's not going to be 6% of the original value 3 times. It's going to go down by 6% of the previous year's value 3 times. And so if we were to find it after 1 year, we get 22,560. After 2 years, it's going to go down by 6% of the after 1 year value, not of the original value, right? It's going to go down by 6% of 22,560. And so we just have to be mindful of that. So we can calculate, again, it's going down by 6%. So it's going to retain 94% of its previous year's value. And so now we're looking at 94% of 22,560. And so 0.94 times 22,560. And that gives us 21,2. Actually, forget the exact value. If you guys want to calculate it along, 0.94 times 22,560 brings us to 21,206, and it'll say 0.4. However, whenever we're dealing with money, I always tell my students to keep 2 decimal places because that's the cents place, and when we're discussing money, that seems like the appropriate thing to do. And so here's its value after 2 years, and after 3 years, we again have to be mindful of taking away 6% of the previous year's value. So 6% of this one. And so finally, after 3 years, which is what we were after from the get-go, we're gonna go down to 94%, again, dropping by 6% per year. So we're now 94% of the previous year's value. And so again, we convert the percent to a decimal, 0.94 of this multiplication of 21,206.40, and that'll give us, multiplying by 0.94, we get 19,934.016 in the decimals. We're going to keep 2 decimal places again because we're discussing money, and we're going to round up to 0.2. And so we can read this value as $19,934.02, okay? So this is how we would find it just using percentages. Now for the grade 8 curriculum, which is what this is intended for, this is our best way forward. For those of you that are already in high school and using exponentials, this is a perfect example of when exponentials are useful, because we could find our value. Let's say V would be our initial value is 24,000, and every year it's going down by 6%, and so it's retaining 94%, and 94% as a decimal, as we've seen, becomes 0.94, and this, after 3 years, would be raised to the power of 3. So this is the power of exponential functions. This is just a one-shot calculation, and it'll give us the exact same value that we found after all of this work. And so here is just another example of how all of these ideas connect together. I hope this was helpful. If you guys have any comments, suggestions, please let me know. Any requests for future videos, so leave a comment down below, and thanks for watching.